Good morning, everyone. It's already 9:02 in the morning, December 22, 2023. We'd like to know the special board of sorry. This special Peace and Awards Committee for Automated Election System for the 2025 national and local elections. Hereby welcomes everyone to the conduct of the second pre-bid conference for the project list of full automation system with transparency audit for FASTrA. Considering that the board has now a quorum, I will now call this conference to order. Now, before we start, maybe just request the secretary to please lead us in prayer, and then may I request everyone to please stand up.
Glorious and blessed God, we place our word and ourselves in your hands, and whether it's creativity or ideas or energy, so that you and as well as us in your hand. God, when we are challenged, guide us. When we are weary, energize us. May the work that we do and the way that we do it bring hope, life, and courage to all we know and minister in the organization. Bless the members of this special Peace and Awards Committee, the technical working group, and the secretariat with wisdom, discernment, commitment, and compassion, and with courage and strength. Rooted in your love, may your face illuminate all activities planned in me. This we pray in your mighty and holy name. Amen. Holy Spirit.
Please take your seats. Before we call the attendance, may we just inform everyone that this proceedings is being streamed live via YouTube and on Facebook. Again, may I request the secretary to please call the attendance and for the reading of the schools.
Good morning, everyone. The following are present in this briefing conference for the list of full automation system and transparency audit now, FASTrA, second meeting. From the Special Bids and Awards Committee, we have Chairperson, Director Audit Max Chiabaya, with SBAC members, Director Convention Malakit, and Director Army Claire Lacuna. For the SBAC Technical Working Group, we have Head Attorney John Gerald de la Cruz, with TWG Assistant Head Attorney Melissa Corazon Aguilar, TWG members Attorney Melody Mata, Attorney Patrick Sacramento, Attorney Cyrus Johnson Tascama, Attorney Maria Karen Concepcion Cesar Villarama, Mr. Melchor Ulaban, Ms. Veronica Nicolas, Mr. Romeo Salvador Tomas, Mr. Alberto Aguilar, Attorney Magellan Ferrer, Mr. Ariel Versosa, and Mr. Arnold Castro. From the SBAC Secretariat, we have Vice Attorney Cruiser Resident Itoy. With Assistant Head Ms. Marlene Ada Cruz. With Secretariat members, Attorney Catherine Fernandez, Mr. Edgar Abanay, Maria Teresa Toralba, Noeli Alardo, Jocelyn Pugas, Madeline Austria, Rita Flores, Freya Agustin, Richie Coleta, Bernabe Bayman, Elboy Chicana, Christian Glass, and John Paul Sandberg. From the Office of Commissioner Marlon Esquejo, we have Attorney Maricon Almonte, from our end user, or IPD, we have Mr. Rui Peñalba and Mr. Felimon and Winnie II. We have observers from NONFREL, Mr. Jeff Falco. We also have from prospective leaders, Unison Voting Solutions, represented by Mr. Alan Roy Alcantara. From Buereau, we have Ms. Valerie Manahan and Steve Kim. From Indra, we have Mr. Erwin Soleta. We also have from SBAC TWG, Mr. Arnel Bayer and Ms. Norberly Manalo. We also have from Dominion Voting Systems, represented by Ms. Jennifer Lim. And we have also observer from SMNT PIM 768, Ms. Ted Regoni. That's for our attendance for the day. We will just update it later. And for our house rules, this briefing conference is open to all interested parties. Questions will only be entertained after the presentation of the SBAC chairperson and the secretary and during the program. Questions must be brief, concise, specific, and relevant to the meeting at hand. All questions must be addressed to the SBAC chairperson. Participants may raise their hand whenever the SBAC chairperson asks for those who want to raise clarifications or suggestions anytime during the presentation. Once acknowledged, we can ask questions, clarifications, or suggestions. During the open forum, questions will be attended to, and we will call on the participants who sent in the questions. Please be prepared to do so. Observe order during the proceedings. Any apparatus which will interrupt or disturb the proceedings shall not be tolerated. Please mute your phones to avoid unnecessary noise and maintain cleanliness of the conference room at all times. At this point, I now turn over the floor to our SBAC chairperson, Director Alan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Now, for the record, I now present to you the project brief of the project subject of this morning's conference, as flashed on the screen. The title of the project is the list of full automation system with transparency audit count by FASTrA, and the funding source is the National Expenditure Program for fiscal year 2024. The authority to procure this project is the approved indicative annual procurement plan for fiscal year 2024. And the approved budget for the contract and the scope of goods and services are as follows. The project is 1 lot, and the total approved budget is 18,827,730,000 pesos and 22 centavos. The lab is composed of the following: A, 110,000 automated counting machines or ACMs with peripherals and consumables with an ABC of 16,212,387,623 pesos and 59 centavos. Letter B, 104,345 with an ABC of 499,971,989 pesos and 3 centavos. And letter C, we have 2,200 CCS server laptop and printer with an ABC of 223,993,901 pesos and 20 centavos. And letter D, ballot printing, ballot paper for 73,881,894. And ballot verification, the ABC is 1,891,376,486 pesos and 40 centavos. This ABC is VAT exempt as indicated in the confirmatory ruling of the BIR on the VAT exemption of the COMELEC in relation to the procurement of the automated election system of the 2025 NLE. For the first cycle of bidding, we have conducted our pre-procurement conference last October 5, 2023. And the approved purchase request of this project is PR number 23-10-2130. And this was received by the SBAC Secretariat as October 24, 2023. The invitation to bid for the first cycle was posted last October 27 at the PGF's website, the COMELEC website, and were likewise posted at the COMELEC and EDTV information wall at the ground 7th, 5th, 7th, and 8th floors of the Palacio del Gobernador, and also at the SBAC information bulletin board at the 3rd floor of the FEMI building annex in Intramuros, Manila. The first pre-bid conference was conducted last November 13, 2023, and the opening of bids last December 14, 2023. And the result of the first bidding was that there was a declaration of failure of bidding as the low bidder was declared ineligible. As required by the rules, the mandatory review was conducted by the SBAC on the same date, December 14, 2023. And thereafter, we have posted the invitation to bid for the second cycle of bidding last December 15, 2023, also at the PGF's and COMELEC websites, and also at the COMELEC and EDTV information walls at the ground, 5th, 7th, and 8th floors of the Palacio, and at the SBAC information bulletin boards at the 3rd floor of any building. The notices for the scheduled pre-bid and bid opening conference were sent last December 15, 2023 to the following. To the Honorable Chairman George Sherwin and Garcia, who is also the head of the steering committee, to the automation committee headed by the Honorable Commissioner Marlon S. Casquejo, to the project control group headed by Director Celia B. Romero, Director 4 of the PRSD, to the office of the chairman through Director Esther L. Villarreal Rojas, to the executive director, Director Jubisto E. L. Lance Jr., to Director G.D.V. Florita, Director 4 of the Information Technology Department, to Director Maria Leia Alarcon, Director 4 of the Procurement Management Department, to Director Cindy Maimona Assistant Tawagan of the Director 4 of the Internal Audit Department, and to Director John Rex C. Lonyanco, Director 4 of the Education Information Department. We also sent notices to the following observers on the same day, December 15, 2023, to the Honorable Juby E. Onya, Supervising Auditor, Office of the Resident Auditor, Commissioner Audit, to the Honorable Maximo Y. Gallo Jr., Chairperson of the Committee on Separation and Electoral Reforms of the House of Representatives, To Attorney Rona Antaritos, Executive Director of the Legal Network for Truthful Elections. To Mr. Eric Jude Owalvia, Secretary General of the National Citizens Movement for Free Elections. To Mr. Ruben J. Pascual, Secretary General of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry. To Ms. Evelyn R. Simpson, National Chairperson of the Parish Pastoral Council for Responsible Movement. Notices were likewise sent to Director Franz A. De Leon, Chairman of the Technical Evaluation Committee of the Department of Science and Technology, Advanced Science and Technology Institute. To Mr. Zareno Topacio, the ICT representative, a member of the Technical Evaluation Committee, and to Director Eden C. Polo, Director C of the Information Technology Department, Comelec, also a member of the Technical Evaluation Committee. The same notice was likewise sent on the same date to the Comelec Advisory Council through the Chairman, George Erwin M. Garcia. As of today, no bidders has yet purchased our bidding documents. So just for the information of everyone, this project is being still conducted under the early procurement short of award scheme. And this is pursuant to Appendix 31 of the updated 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Now, before we open the floor for the questions of our bidders, may I just request the Secretariat to just discuss again the technical and financial requirements for this project. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. For attendance update, we have from Unison Voting Solutions, represented by Mr. Pacifico Jesus Villalino III. And we also have from International Lottery and Global Saver Systems Incorporated, or ILTS, represented by Mr. Lisa Garcia and Ms. Diane Natao. So at this point, I will briefly discuss the requirements for your technical component envelope and your financial component. But first, Ms. Marian Cruz will discuss your marking and sealing bids.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. For the sealing and markings of your bids, you have a two-envelope system. Your first envelope is your technical component envelope, which consists of legal, technical, and financial documents. And then the other envelope is your financial component, which consists of financial bid and the price schedule, and also the Annex B or C for the financial template form of the end user. So each bidder shall submit one main copy and 3 additional copies of the first and second components of its bid. Should there be a discrepancy between the main copy and additional copies, the main copy shall prevail. And then sealed or unmarked bid envelopes shall be rejected. However, bid envelopes that are not properly sealed and marked, as required in the bidding document, shall be accepted, provided the bidder or his duly authorized representative shall acknowledge such condition of the bid as submitted. The SBAC shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the contents of the improperly sealed or marked bid or for its premature opening. And all your envelopes shall contain the name of the contract to be bid in capital letters, bear the name of and address of the bidders, and also it should be addressed in a common SBAC and bear the specific identification rather of the bidding process as indicated in the invitation to bid, and bear a warning of do not open before the date and time of the opening of bids as indicated in the annual. So this is the illustration of the of your envelope. So again, for your technical component envelope, you have 4, your main copy, and then 3, and then copy 1, copy 2, and copy 3. Same goes to the financial component. And then the technical and the financial component will be placed in the matter envelope. So this is the illustration for the markings. So that's Thank you. I now turn over the floor to your colleagues to discuss the technical component.
So for your technical component envelope, your Class A documents, we have the legal documents, technical and financial documents. So for your legal documents, you have to submit your valid field judge registration certification or platinum membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184 pursuant to GBP resolution number 15-2021 dated October 14, 2021. No, pursuant to GBP resolution 15-2021, the bidder shall only submit a valid and updated field judge certificate of registration and membership in lieu of Class A eligibility documents in accordance with this section, in section 8.5.2 of IRR for purposes of determining eligibility. So, considering that we will open the bids, the tentative schedule for the opening of your bids will be on January 4. For purposes of your expired mayor's permit, if it is applicable to you, the submission of the recently expired mayor's permit together with the official receipt as proof that the prospective bidder has applied for renewal within the period prescribed by the concerned local government unit shall be accepted by the field judge for the purpose of updating the field judge certificate of platinum registration and membership. So, sa field judge niyo po isasubmit yung proof of application for renewal. So that yung field judge na isasubmit nyo during the opening, updated na po siya. Okay, so clear tayo dyan. The SBAC will decide later if we will move the opening kasi considering na very close siya. You have, for example, kung na-expire na yung mayor's permit nyo by December 31, and probably by the next working day of next year, ang simula ng application. So we have very close na January 4, so 2 or 3. So the SBAC will decide if you will move the opening just a few days from January 4. All right. So, of course, you have to submit your statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid for Annex A of Section 9 of the new forms. So this is Annex A. Please refer to this. This is your form for your statement of ongoing contract. It must be certified correct by your authorized representative. Next. Okay, SLCC, statement of the bidder's single largest completed contracts for Annex B of Section 9 of the bidding forms. Please refer to Annex B. Similar contract, our definition of similar contract: manufacture, refurbishment, or repair, or supply and delivery of automated counting machines. Relevant period, completed within 15 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. Bidder must have completed contracts that is similar to this project, the value of which adjusted to current prices using the PSA CPI has yet is equivalent to the following: a single contract that is similar to the project and whose value has yet is 50% of the ABC, or at least two similar contracts that aggregate amount of which should be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC, and provided that the largest of the similar contracts must be equivalent to at least 25% as required above. So any of the following must be attached to Annex B as proof of SLCC and user's acceptance, official receipt, sales invoice. So please refer to Annex B. It must be certified correct by your authorized representative. Okay, just a reminder, collection receipts cannot substitute for the submission of the official receipt as per GBP NPN number 040-2016 and 125-2015. Bid security. In any of the following forms, notarized bids include security declaration per Annex B of Section 9 forms. For release of cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee or renewable letter of credit with an amount of not less than 376,554,600 pesos, 0.0044. Or surety bond with an amount of not less than 941,386,500 pesos, 0.0011. Bidder shall also submit a certification issued by the Insurance Commission. Okay, please refer to Annex E, Bid Securing Declaration. So that's your form for Annex E. And then conformity with Section 6, schedule requirements, that's your delivery requirements, and conformity with Section 7 of the technical specifications. Also included in the bid proposal are the technical component envelope to be submitted for the bidder are as follows. Duly signed and conform terms of reference attached as 9POR and the integral part of the bid documents. Duly signed and conform instructions to bidders or routine bidders attached as Annex PORA with the following. For election management system, total number of lines of code of the proposed system, which would be the subject of the source code review, together with the breakdown of the corresponding lines of code for all related components. Master list of all related requirements for EMS to make it fully operational. Products items listed in the master list must be supported by brochure or technical data sheet. For automated counting machine, total number of lines of code of one proposed system which should be the subject of the source code review. Written certification and guarantee that all system requirements for customization as stated in the DOR and RA 9369 shall be fully complied with, subject to applicable penalties for non-compliance. Master list of all related requirements for hardware, software, and hardware, software, and services. And products items listed in the master list must be supported by brochure or technical data sheet. Description of the included security features on the printed ballot of card. Valid written certification from the election authority or election management body of the leader's client that the proposed ECM technology have a demonstrated capability and have been successfully used for prior electoral exercises or abroad. For all systems requirements, technical documentations, list of all expendable parts of the ECM, valid and current leader certification, that all requirements for customization stated in QR and RA 9369 should be complied with. Duly signed and conform testing requirements, duly signed and conform procedure on post-swap, duly signed and conform test parameters for ballot box, such as Annex O, together with the following technical document providing design and specifications of the proposed ballot box, customizable features in the design of the ballot box, leader certification that each ballot box can be used with elections. For ballot printing services, project management plan, written certification to the leader's client company of its willingness to present its equipment to formulate in an operational environment. For ballot paper, manufacturer certification as to the following that the ballot paper should be compatible with the printer to be used, including its consumables. The ballot paper shall be compatible with and shall be accepted by the ACM. The ballot paper shall comply with the minimum requirements of the ACM. The ballot paper shall be of such quality as to prevent markings on one side of the ballot to be freely on the side. And submit brochure, technical data sheet, equivalent document of the product being offered showing compliance with the technical specifications. Okay, so for component 1 and system, also listed there are the requirements for EMS, ACM, CCS. And for component 2, ballot printing services, those listed should be presented. For component 4, training, submit training plan. All right, and then let's go to your OSS duly signed omnibus statement for Annex D, Section 9 of the meeting forms, in case of partnership or cooperative, duly notarized secretary certificate. Joint venture, duly notarized power of attorney, all members who join, giving full power of his officer. And SMU asks to represent the leader or in proprietorship, duly notarized SBAE giving full power and authority to his corporate representative to sign the OSS and to ask to represent. So this is the form of the OSS. So please don't miss any of the words included in the OSS. For your financial documents, NFCC, net financial contracting capacity computation for Annex E of Section 9 of the meeting forms. So please refer to Annex E for your NFCC computation. For in lieu of the year's NFCC computation, a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank may be submitted for Annex E1 of Section 9 of the meeting forms, which must be equivalent to at least 10% of the ABs to the project, or at least equal to 1,882,773 million. Okay, let's go to in case your joint venture. A duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide the provisions of the JPA in the instance that the bid is successful for Annex F of Section 9 of the meeting forms. So please take note of this. Do not, if you can only advise, please do not type it. You might miss one word or two words which will entirely change the tenor of the JPA agreement. All right? Please take note of that. Reminder, each partner of the JP shall submit the respective field judge certificate of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of IRRA 9184. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partner constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all its ongoing contracts and its audited financial statements as indicated in Annex A of Field Registration Certificate shall be the AS which is indicated in the field judge shall be used for the computation of the NFCC. All right, so that's for your technical component envelope. So please take note. Those forms are very important. Please copy it verbatim and supply the necessary data or details that which is applicable to you. If you're going to refine it, make sure that you copy it verbatim. All right? Thank you. For the financial component envelope, it will be discussed by Ms. Margaret Askew.
Okay, for the financial component envelope, so first is the bid form. Annex G of the bidding documents, this is where you indicate the total bid, your total bid for this project. So fill out the form and sign by the authorized representative of the company. Make sure that your total bid does not exceed the EPC of the project. And the amount in words and amount in figures are the same. And should there be discrepancy between the amount in words and amount in figures, the amount in words shall prevail. So for the price schedule, let me just show you. For the financial proposal form, where end user form is Annex D or C of the bidding documents. So you will use all the forms, you will submit all the forms indicated therein, the overall summary and the detailed proposal for each component for the EMS, for the ACM, for the CCS, for ballots and ballot box. And then the prescribed price schedule of the provided by the GPPB. So we have 5 each depending on the application of your items to be bid. So for Annex G1A, 1E is for goods offered from abroad. So per component, we included also price schedule, and then for price schedule offered from within the Philippines, the same. It has for price schedule again for EMS, for ACM, for ballot box, for ballot printing, and CCS. So make sure that you use this form and make sure that all the columns are provided, accomplished, and the computation are all correct. So for example, for goods offered from within the Philippines, for column 9, there's a computation indicated. So it's column 5 plus column 6 plus column 7 plus column 8. And then the total price is column 9 multiplied by column 4. So you will just identify here all the sub-components per component of the project. And then also reminder, what will not include in your computation the 12% VAT as the project is VAT exempt. And if there are other taxes payable, please specify the said applicable taxes pursuant to section 32.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. And also, please make sure that you will not indicate that you will not give blank. So, should there be if there are items that you give it free to the comment, just indicate 0 or dash, except those required by law or regulation to be provided. And the bidder may add draws depending on the itemized goods services being offered per component. And here in the price schedule, please itemize all goods and services offered. And bidder may refer to Annex TORC, and should there be discrepancy between the filled up price schedule form vis-a-vis the Annex TORC, the price schedule form shall prevail. And then all the price schedule shall be signed by the authorized representative of the company.
Okay, that's for your financial component envelope as discussed by Ms. Ryan. That's just a reminder for joint venture partners. So those two joint venture partners who are foreign leaders, pursuant to section 23.2 of the 2016 IRR of RA 9184, as amended by GPPB resolution number 20-19, and as specified in clause 10.3 of the instruction to leaders. In case of foreign leaders, the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids, and all other documents to be submitted to the bank must be in English. So all documents must be in English. If the eligibility requirements or statements, the bids, and all other documents submitted to the bank are in a foreign language other than English, it must be accompanied by a translation of the documents in English. Okay, the document shall be translated by the relevant foreign government agency. The foreign government agency authorized to translate documents or registered translator in the foreign leaders country and shall be authenticated by the appropriate Philippine Foreign Service Commission post or the equivalent office having jurisdiction over the foreign leaders affair in the Philippines. However, for contracting parties to the apostille convention, the document shall be authenticated by the apostille in the competent authority is defined in section 8.5.2. Paragraph 4 of the 2016 IRR of RA 9184, except for the countries identified identified by the TFE that will still require legalization when driven by the relevant embassy or consulate. So that's for your technical and financial component anyway. I now turn over the floor to our SBAC chairperson, Director Amaya. Thank you.
Do you have no updates on this?
Yes, sir, sorry. We acknowledge the presence of our SBAC member, Director Tino Blas Perez. And from the TWG, we have Ms. Cherise Ortega-Tobias and Attorney Princess Caressa Perez. We also have observer from EB Law Office, Mr. Jake Gala. And we also have from Alpha Group Holdings Corporation, Mr. John Ramos. That's all for the attendance of the chair.
Thank you, Secretary. So we will now open the floor for your queries or clarifications on the requirements as presented by the Secretary. So anyone would like to pose questions? Whatever questions that you may raise in these proceedings, we will be requesting you to please submit them in writing. And we will be issuing with bulletins in answer to them. Yes, sir, please.
Hello, good morning. I'm Johnny Ramos of Group.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we participated in 2010 meeting. My query is, are you not going to take out the touchscreen provision of the optical mark reader machine? Since it's just going to be a fixed, not option to purchase.
Maybe read for the question to our end user, please.
Morning. Sir, we will have to good morning. Sir, we will have to confirm to the with regards to the SBAC.
According to the end user, then we have to refer the matter to the PMO, the project management office for the 2025 NLE, and probably also with the automation group.
If I may, sir, because we don't see any reason why you have to put the touch screen. If it is just a lease option, lease procurement, no one in the other world, they were able to combine these two technologies into one application. It's either you do the OMR or the touchscreen, but never combined. It seems to be once the government to save a lot of money. I think it is best that you should only be OMR. Thank you, sir.
When you say touchscreen, you're referring to the DLP.
Yes.
So
Wala
maybe
pa
yes.
kaming nakitang combined na dalawa. So this is going to be the first in the world so far kung magagawa.
Yes, sir. Maybe just asking questions to submit your queries in writing.
If
In writing, so that we
we
will.
don't have much time, Your Honor, so we want to ask now because January 4 is next week.
Yes, because it's a policy matter, we cannot on our own decide. And the representatives also of the end users cannot decide.
Unless they have a better reason why they want that touch screen in the OMR machine.
After the matter has been referred and discussed by the PMO and also by the automation group, then we will issue the corresponding answer to your query.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions?
Next question, sir. Are you going to extend the bid submission?
We will discuss that. As informed by the Secretariat earlier, we will discuss on the possibility of extending the submission of bids considering the tightness of particularly on the renewal of licenses. Yes. We'll be issuing bid bulletins in the event that we will be extending the date for submission of bids.
Masikip talaga, sir. Masikip.
We understand that, sir.
I'll have to go to my apo next week.
Yes, sir. So any other questions, Bob? Anyway, if you cannot ask questions today, you have until December 25.
Yes, sir. It's Christmas Day, sir. You have until December 25 through email to submit your, if you're going to follow the rules provided in the RA, it should be 10 days, the question should be sent in 10 days before January 4th, and then SBAC will answer 7 days before. So if you complete it, it will be December 25, and then we will answer December 28. But so December 28 will be the scheduled issuance of the bid bulletin in view of the January 4 opening. But if we do not issue the bid bulletin on December 28, definitely the January 4 bid opening will be moved. So if we're going to issue on December 29, then it will be January 5. If 30, it will be January 6. Therefore. So we're just following. So our schedule, December 25 talaga. So email naman ngayon. So i-refer kasi namin sa end user yung mga technical questions nyo. And then the end user din, walang pahinga, gagawa din sila ng sagot. And then it will be referred back to SBAC. And then we will prepare the bid. Pero kung hindi namin ma-issue on the schedule 28, definitely we will move.
Thank you, Secretary. So any other questions? Yes, sir, please.
Sir, kung paano yung mga documents that we have from our foreign participants, but that document refers to the first bidding. Now, this one is a second bidding. That means we have to go through another process, so it can be stamped second bidding. What's your comment on that? Can we submit our old documents that is marked first bidding? Or do we have to go through again another process by going to the Philippine Embassy, Consulate Embassy, and have it marked?
So if it's the same lang naman, I think it's compliant na po yan. I mean, kung pinalo natin yung bid docs, except for the forms, yung title kasi dapat lalagyan ng second bidding, sir. At yung date ng signing din.
Yes, sir. So that means this is another bidding.
Yes, sir, it's a new another bidding.
So in that case, we have to go through again the process of getting it approved by the Philippine Embassy there somewhere. Because it is a new document, it says second bidding is separate and distinct from the first bidding. Even there were provisions there that were added up or deleted.
All requirements for the bidding should be complied with, sir. Otherwise, it may be used as grounds for the declaration of eligibility. So we really have to comply.
So that means if I submitted my first bidding document, that is non-compliant when I submit it on January 4th. That's the deadline.
Yes, sir. Because this is an entirely new process.
Then how come you put it there, same reference number, same SBAC, as if nothing's changed?
Same reference number, but we put second
Yeah.
bidding.
Nakalagay po second piece.
So that's the qualifier.
Yes po.
So if I submit my own bidding document, my own compliance, I'll be disqualified.
You have to indicate that these are documents now for
The second.
the second bidding.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
My name is Jose Bernas, and I represent Unicid. This is our first participation. Just want to say, we've been involved in so many biddings. The period between June the 15th, when the documents were released, and January 4th, it's just inadequate, especially during the holidays. Just the process of completing all documents. It's just inadequate.
Yes, sir. We take note of that, sir. That is why we have earlier said that we will be discussing the possibility of extending our periods.
Sir, if we have to wait for December 25 or December 28, that might be too late for us, prospective bidders. Can we get a straightforward answer to the Bids and Awards Committee or technical review to have to postpone, reset, or whatever is best for us bidders?
The periods mentioned by the Secretary are those periods provided under the rules.
I
But
understand.
we are open, as we have earlier said, sir, that we are open to extending. As soon as we have the definite periods of extensions, we will be issuing the bid. Unfortunately, as of this time, we cannot yet make a definitive pronouncement as to definite periods of extensions. But definitely, we will be issuing bid.
Mr. Chair, if I may. You don't have to wait for December 25 to send in your questions. You can send it now or tomorrow or the next day. But the deadline is December 25 for your questions. Yun lang po, sir. Para ma-forward na namin sa end user, mapag-aralan na nila ang sabi. And then we wait for December 28 for us to issue the bid. Kasi kailangan namin i-consolidate lahat. So, pag maraming magtatanong, lahat ko, we will refer to end user for their intelligent answer.
Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, sir. We have a question, please.
No, we could be mistaken, but based on our calculations, the mistake we're taking on a bid is February 5.
Again, sir.
Based on our calculation, the GPP rules, the latest date, and accept the bid is February 5. We could be mistaken, but that's our calculation.
Yes, sir. Secretary, can you please flash the periods? Sir, if you're referring to is for
Submission of bid.
submission bids.
Assumes advertisement date of 15 December.
Paki-flash na lang. Mga periods, mga calendars.
Ayan po, sa GPPB, field yan. GPPB calendars, if we conduct we're conducting pre-bid conference today, and our submission or opening will be on January 3, nag-move ba nga tayo ng another day, so okay lang yung January 4. So yun po, hindi po pa-verify.
You scroll down and click latest date. Down.
For the latest announcement.
Yeah.
And we use the earliest possible time. Not the latest.
Yeah, we always use the earliest possible time, not the latest. Because we have timelines to meet po. Timelines ng end user ng PMO. So, hindi po talaga, hindi po siya 30 days. May timelines po tayo pinafollow kasi may customization pa po. So, as much as possible.
Can we also show the timelines of the end user? Medyo prepare na rin kasi sir yung implementation calendar ng ating end user. That is one of the reasons why we have adopted the earlier date.
So yan po, customization na po by February 2024. We are really hoping to get a provider na by end of January. Kasi po, may customization po.
Yeah, my
Your na-adjust naman.
my comment is this, the bidder is already in this business and has already done this. I don't think customization is the problem. The stuff is the difficulties is including the documents together. Kasi kung talaga naman ginagawa tayo ng vendor, sa mga customization, client, it's really putting the documents together and getting on the implementation stage, it's just putting together the components. Pero yung ginagawa na yan, pero yung physical act, getting the documents together. Medyo mabigat-bigat.
Yes, sir. We take note of that, sir, but maybe also, I would also like to inform the body that I think the first posting for the
Yes.
project was as early as
October
October.
27 po. So, siguro naman nakarating na po yun as early as October 27.
And actually, yes, and actually we are now on the second side. Any other questions, Bob? Again, we would like to request those who raise questions to please just for documentary purposes to submit questions in writing. As we will have to refer them to the particularly issues concerning end user matters. So if there are no other questions anymore, anyway, we will be expecting questions through email within the period as mentioned by our secretary. So if there are no other questions, may we request for announcements?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I would just approve the attendance to put in the record. We have observer from Buereau, Mr. Richard J.C. Boya, and also from Innocent, Sir Jose Perez. Attorney Myself. So announcements, again, as mentioned earlier, the deadline to submit the request for clarification is on December 25, 2023, Monday. That's at least 10 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and opening of bids, as provided in the RMA 184. Must be in writing and addressed to the SBAC chairperson. And then we will issue our bid bulletin on December 28, 2023, Thursday. At least 7 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. So again, let me reiterate that if we are not able to issue the bid bulletin by December 28th. So expect that the bid opening will be moved to a later date. Also, all your questions or clarifications must be addressed to our Council via our chairperson. And please email your queries or clarifications or requests to sbac@public.gov.ph, also at public.sbac.aes.secretariat@gmail.com. So in accordance with section, just a reminder, in accordance with section 32.5 of RA 1984, it shall be the responsibility of all those who are properly secured in the documents to inquire and secure supplemental bid bulletins that may be issued by SBAC. However, bidders who submit bids before the issuance of the bid bulletin should be informed and allowed to modify or withdraw their bids in accordance with section 26 of the same RR. And our tentative date that we just announced again, the deadline for the submission of this July 4th, 2024, Thursday, on 9 a.m. The venue of the submission will be at the SBAC Secretariat Office, at the Procurement Management Department Office on the third floor, Annex Building, Family Building, Soriano Avenue, Intramuros, Manila. And the venue of the submission, the date of the opening will be January 4, 2024, Thursday, 10:30 a.m. And then the venue will be at the BTR third floor convention hall here in Palacio. Okay, so you may check the docs posted in the following website. Or you may also get a copy, hard copy from the SBAC office upon payment of the docs fee at 75,000 pesos. Fees may be paid in any of the following in person at the Public Cash Division on securing order payment from the SBAC Secretariat, or you may do so through online with fund transfer, or you may deposit with Congress Land Bank of the Philippines at any branch with this peso current account 2012-104286. The amount of bid docs 75,000 to subtract charges directly. Email a copy of the transaction or deposit slip to sbac@public.gov.ph, copy furnished the SBAC Secretariat email at public.sbac.aes.secretariat@gmail.com. So ensure that all forms are completely filled out, and those that require signature are signed by the authorized representative of the bidder. Counter-check pages of the documents, incomplete pages, shall be marked as failed for the specific requirement, and thus it will be a cause for ineligibility of the bidder. Read carefully the contents of the bidding documents, such as will not be limited to the instructions to bidders in the English, general and special conditions of the contract, scheduled requirements, technical specifications, and terms of reference. Carefully examine the bidding documents as well as the bid bulletins issued by the SBAC, and late bids shall not be accepted. And again, in your bid proposal, in your submission of your bid proposal, you just refer to a tagging. Label natin yung mga documents para hindi mahirapan yung PWG kung saan na to, saan yung SLCC, saan yung OSS, saan yung NFCC. So yun po, kasi yes, medyo nahirapan kami pag hindi naka-earmark, walang tenga-tenga yung mga submission ninyo. So, yeah, let's just be clear on that. Kailangan nakatabi po yung mga bid proposal kasi minsan kasi sabog-sabog, so hindi in order. Meron naman checklist, so please refer to the checklist. Ano unang sasabihin, ano yun. Thank you para maayos mo yung submissions. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Secretary. So I hope the instructions are clear. So there being no other matters to be discussed, we will now adjourn these proceedings. We thank everyone for your active participation, and magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Maraming salamat.
What's the